Northern Coalition condemns Tinubu government over underage children's detention, demands immediate release. And now to the news info. The coalition of northern groups (CNG) has condemned the detention of minors for participating in protests against hunger and bad governance, demanding their immediate release. In a statement signed by CNG coordinator Jamilu Aliyu Charanchi on Saturday and obtained by Sahara reporters, he said numerous children under 18 had been held in custody for over 90 days before their arraignment in an Abuja High Court, where 4 collapsed from hunger and lack of medical care. CNG criticized the Tinubu's government handling of the minors, describing it as a desperate entity that is determined to demarcate and embarrass Nigeria before the international community. The group asserted that the continued detention is a gross violation of their basic rights, including the right to freedom of expression and assembly. Yes, so they don't want to also have the right to talk again. So they bully people, arrest them because they know that they cannot do anything. Detained minors reportedly suffer starvation and harsh conditions while awaiting trial for peacefully demanding improved governance. CNG emphasized that this treatment contravenes international human rights principle protecting children from harm and unlawful detention. SNG argued ideally those children are supposed to be treated first as victims of state abuse and deprivation whose leaders have failed to provide the necessary leadership. The group contrasted these treatments with the leniency shown towards criminals and bandits that are holding the entire country to ransom. Abi, they are Boko Harams, terrorists that are terrorizing the city, kidnapping people. You've not been able to catch them, but yet you'll be so stone cold against people that are actually protesting for good governance, that are harmless, that did not hold anything, that did not come to fight you. They just want to protest peacefully. And yet, you bully people into silence because you don't want to be held accountable for anything. The group pointed out the broader issues of governmental neglect, stating that frequent blackouts and skyrocketing living costs exacerbated by fuel price hikes have plunged Nigerians into hardship. The government's priority appears to be detaining, abusing, and crushing the vulnerable children, CNG stated, condemning the administration's approach to young citizens. The CNG called for the immediate and unconditional release for all minors detained and urged the government to adopt dialogue and constructive engagement over intimidation. Yes, why must you intimidate people? You can come out to talk. People want you to talk. You cannot just be president to people and they are complaining and you turn a blind eye. Instead, you rather arrest them and say, oh, they want to commit treason. Why not come and act as if, even if you don't care, pretend. Act as if you have empathy and talk to people. Negotiate. Dialogue. But no, you rather intimidate us. You rather silence us into not talking just because, oh, you are the president. The group also appealed to civil society organizations to provide humanitarian aid to these detained children, asserting the protection of children is non-negotiable. Yes, so because their children are abroad now. But you people put children in prison for 90 days. And yet you still did not release them. You're telling them to go and look for 10 million naira bill. Where are they supposed to see it? Where? And we implore the authorities to treat these young citizens with the compassion and respect that they deserve. The statement reads, the coalition of northern groups, CNG, has observed that a number of Nigerians, sadly many minors below the age of 18, have been detained for over 90 days before their arraignment in an Abuja High Court on Friday for exercising their constitutional rights in a protest against hunger and bad governance. It was learned that at least 4 of the children collapsed in the courtroom during the arraignment as a result of hunger and absence of medical care while in custody. Unfortunately, the detention and arraignment of those few malnourished and helpless children have exposed the government as a desperate entity that is determined to demarcate and embarrass Nigeria before the international community, while presenting its credentials for medals in gross inhumanity. The continued detention and mistreatment of these minors is a gross violation of their basic rights, including the right to freedom of expression and assembly. CND strongly condemns this abuse of power and the blatant disregard for the welfare and dignity of young citizens. Yes, you cannot just want to bully people into submitting to you. You don't want people to talk. You don't want people to protest. Yet you're not governing us well. You're not governing us right. And you expect us to be silent. And you say we are in democracy. What kind of democracy is this? When people cannot talk, people cannot say their mind. If they come out to say their mind, you say you would arrest them. They are committing treason. Blah, blah, blah. I don't understand though. Oluboda Adesamiju says they must be released with immediate effect with compensation. Yes, I said with compensation. The system is what had put them in such positions. If they were fully enrolled in school and learning, they would not be caught up in people hiring them for campaign, demonstration, or lawlessness in the streets. Yes, everything still boils down to the government. If you are doing the right thing, the country will work. But no, you are not doing. So, children are out. They are using them for protest. And yet, you did not arrest the adult that employed them to protest. You rather arrest these minor children. Look at them. Small, small children. You get to arrest them and are telling them to pay 10 million naira. What kind of a wicked person are the ones that even detain these children in the first place? Lawal E says, since the day Dr. Hakim Baba Ahmed was given an appointment in this government, that was the last day we heard about Arewa Consultative Forum. Now we have Northern Coalition. Are they just waking up? At least they have woken up. That is the koko. They have woken up. Oh. Okore Uchenna says, I love North for one thing. They always stand by their own at all times, whether good or bad. Let it be that those children are from Southeast. You will see some people, brothers and sisters, going from one media or the other, telling the world why those children should be jailed without mercy. That is it for Northerners. They're always supporting each other. Always, even if the person is wrong, they will support you at that particular point in time. Maybe when you don't get them, they will go and tell you that, oh, that thing you did is bad. But at that particular moment, they are going to support you. Moses Oluwole says, the same type of politicians that value admirers more than graduates are the one prosecuting Amajiri vagabonds, those that would have been more enlightened if they had been given compulsory free educational access. That is what I'm saying. They would rather keep the Northerners in illiteracy because they know that if they are not wise, if they are not educated, they'll continue to use them during election. If these people are educated, all these things that is happening in this country, it will not happen. It will not. Kenneth Sunday says, when it is time for election, this Pharaoh tipping will set everybody he holds free and try to be good to the hungry and hardship common Nigeria just so he could win the second time. Well, if he does that and they believe him, then that means they are gullible. Or they are always forgetting the kind of suffering they have suffered in the hands of this man, that they will now still vote for him. They are not learning their lessons, and it's good for them. If by 2027 again they still decide to vote for this man, that is their wahala. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.